Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Shadowrun, Hong Kong. We are deeply into the end game here. I have not seen any karma rewards, but there were some, where I wasn't paying attention. Okay, what is our only thing here? Talk to the Triad Soldier. What is our money? 459. Okay, Raymond. Raymond and Wu stand near each other in the rain, staring at the walled city, not talking. The old man looks at you, weary but alert. You look like you have something on your mind, Ms. Vickers. Are you going to be okay, Raymond? I don't think so, no. I'm the product of aborted brain surgery. That, combined with all that has happened, I doubt I will ever be okay. I have no idea when I will break. Searches the ground for the word. And although I'm relieved that you rescued me before my memory was wiped, part of me grieves at the thought I could have been free from all this. I bet those people in the walled city wish they could be free from all this too. Indeed. They are proof people can adapt to harsh circumstances. I will learn to live with this hardship like they have. I think we're all learning a lot here. For example, Killeen and I learned you're a genius who can create magical machines. We learned that you have a rich, powerful mother on the ruling council of Hong Kong who kidnapped you to reprogram your brain. And we learned that the two of you are responsible for the suffering of thousands. Pretty big score from my perspective. Did I get everything, Killeen? You left out the accidentally let a demon god thing move it. No, you left out that he's risking his life to try and fix it. That's just it. He can't fix it. You realize you can't fix it, right, Edward? You can't erase 20 years of misery and suffering. The best you can hope for is remove the unnatural part of it. Allow the horrible slum to be horrible without toxic chi or whatever you said. You're not going to push the make it all better button. Wow, there's a scroll bar on this one. We can stop it from getting worse. We can stop her. Oh, right. Let's not forget that at the end of this road, there's a demon goddess waiting for us, and I don't think she's going to be too sweet on the idea of us closing the door on her. No, but I'll tell you one. I clicked something, I didn't read it. I'll tell you one thing. I'm not going to be like him. I'm not going to run. Raymond cringes at that. He screws his eyes shut, trying to ward it off. But then he's still for a moment. His jaw sets, and when he opens them again, his eyes are defiant, authoritative. I did what I did to help people, Mr. Wu. And when I couldn't help them anymore, I left and I continued helping people in Seattle, and in that teen center, and in that slum I took you from. Or did you forget where you were from? Oh, I didn't forget, little man. How could I, with you reminding us of it every chance you get? How you saved a poor little Chinese boy. He lowers his head until it's inches from the old man's, after you ran from thousands who looked just like him. My motivations for helping you aren't relative, Duncan. He points a bony figure at Wu, runs it up and down the orc towering above him. Look at you. The results are what counts. Wu doesn't pull back. He leaves his face a hair's breadth from his foster father. I know, Edward, your motivations for building that machine aren't relevant here either. Wu cocks a thumb at the walled city, at the throngs running from it in terror. The results are what count. Listen to what you know instead of what you fear. Both men recoil at that, mouths agape. They stare at one another, remembering a time years ago when they were similarly conflicted. What you fear. That thing with Lockjaw, Double Tray. He looks at you, remembering, and his tone softens dramatically. I just realized why you were always so on edge all those years, while you were raising us, why you always seemed so tortured. You've been carrying this around the whole time. I should have read the other ones and gone through the choices, but I went right for the one I knew was the right answer. I have, but that guilt is nothing now. When I think of what the circular, the rift, more of them could get in, more like her. Do you think that could happen? More Yamakins can make it through? Yes. The possibility exists to remove the choke. The machine could be set to overdrive the circulator, tear the astral rift even wider, open the floodgates for more to enter. We can't let that happen. No, Raymond, we can't. Wu looks the old man in the eye, his hostility replaced by firm resolve. We won't. Okay. I'm gonna have to talk to the Triad Guard. 5 people, all reeking of Triad, huddled together next to your crew, muttering among themselves and pointing at the towering slum. One of them notices you and pats another on the chest with the back of his hand. It's the man who's been guarding the walled city entrance since you arrived in Haoi. He acknowledges you, a look of doomed determination on his face. Mrs. Cheng sends her regards. She told us to keep an eye out for you. What for? Miss Cheng wants to know what the hell's going on inside the walled city. She sent us to find out and report back to her. The triad soldier's hands shake. He sees you notice them and puts them behind his back. She said that we saw you heading in there, we should go with you. We'd have a better chance of staying alive. She's right. The soldier's mouth freezes in a thin line. We can take care of ourselves, Westerner. But Mrs. Cheng said to follow your orders, so that's what we're doing. We need to provide for our families. The group of triads nod to each other in forlorn unity as they take in the panic around them, the storm, the flood of people, the towering tenement, and something else, a wave of something emanating from within. Do you feel that? Gobbet holds her stomach. Badness and Folly squeak their disapproval. It's like the walled city's bad breath or something. It's disgusting. I don't know. Unclean just looking at the place, like life has no value or something, like there's just no point to anything. That's the toxic key, and it's exactly the point. We need to get rid of it, fix it at the source if I can. Raymond stares at the walled city, taking it in for the first time. The breath hitches in his chest, but the old man grits his teeth in grim determination. The fortune engine is located at the heart of the walled city. That's where I need to go. I'll drop a marker in the center of the walled city on everyone's PDA. Well, we should be able to weave our way through it to the machine. Raymond, what's the best route to take? The old man shakes his head painfully. The gauze bandage covering his new data jack catches a flash of lightning. 20 years since I set foot inside. Wasn't nearly this size then. No idea how to get there now, only where we need to go. We could take advantage of the chaos. It may cover our approach in case someone is trying to stop us. We should split up, keep Raymond back and out of harm's way. Look around, Guncho. This whole place is in harm's way. It'll be safer we split up. Noel leads some of us to clear the way to the machine. Auntie's men can follow with the rest of us, escorting Raymond once the way is secure. It's thin, but it's a plan. We improvise from there. Both teams, use your comm to stay in touch. We have no idea what we're going to face in there. I will be right behind you, Killeen. Take care of yourself. You be careful too, Dad. The time for timidity is over, Ms. Vickers. No more cowardice. It's time for me to finally take action. This is the end of prosperity. Okay, so make your way to the heart of the walled city. I'm going to check something real quick. See if... Because sometimes there's a final chance to gear up right before the last bit. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to go check the computer, see if there's any money involved. There is not. Check Shadowlands. There is nothing. Okay, so there's no point going to Ambrose. I was hoping for a last-ditch effort to buy some cyberware before getting in. So I'm as prepped as I will ever be. Okay, so I'm going to save first. Actually, no. I'm going to spend karma first. Now, you know what I'm going to do? It may not be strictly the best thing, but I'm going to pump up my willpower. There we go. What's my gear like? I have almost nothing. Let's see if I can go talk to Ambrose and pick up some medical supplies. Oh, we can talk to people. Chrome Alley is bunkered with Haoi residents. Crashed into the bunker-like space. People you know, clutching their heads, crying, some bloody. Noel, I can't talk. I've got a whole bunch of... For hell, Noel, you look like you've been through a train wreck. I need a metric shit ton of medical supplies and no questions. You can ask for one thing. Okay, I think you can ask for one thing. I can't afford much. I can afford 2 of these, and that's probably better. I can afford 3 of these, which is better than 1 premium. You need anything? Yeah, get out there and do something. I can't even drink. I got so many people coming apart at the seams. Deshi and JP are self-medicating on my behalf. Actually, there's something specific you can do. Get maximum law off the streets. I mean, docs, whatever. At least arm his ass. You got anything to arm him with? Me? Hell, I need everything I've got to watch the door. Actually, I've got Matthew's drones in here, and the death machine up in the ceiling. I guess I do have something for law. Waldo arm swings over and reaches under Ambrose's chair with a clack. It pulls out something black and metallic, an Uzi 3 laser sight, folding stock, dripping a sling, and cloth ammunition pouches. This is Raquel. She's got 2 spare mags in the pouches. Tell him not to shoot his foot off. You've got it. All right, no, got no more time for this. Go do your thing. I've got to do mine. Going back out. Goodbye. Goodbye. Godspeed, Noel. If you can do something to stop my neighborhood going to hell, that'd be rock solid. Reliable Matthew? Matthew seems folded in on himself. He has a shell-shocked look. His head hangs forward and doesn't appear to see anyone, including you, despite the brilliant, toothy smile plastered across his face. You doing okay there? Huh? What? Beautiful? Oh yeah, doing good. Great. Real good. Real... His voice trails off. He looks across the room as 2 old men leaned up against the wall, sharing a bottle of whiskey. I wonder if I can get some of that. Step out of it. Huh! He screams in surprise. It's a weird amalgam of terror and gusto. Then he immediately goes back to his eerie, cheerful obliviousness. A red welt spreads across his face. The slap does not appear to have snapped him out of anything. Oh dear. Okay, let's go talk to NPCs before we go into... Okay. Because it seems like there's things we can do to make sure people don't die. Axmala stands out in the rain, arms folded across his chest. His normal air of bravado and jitteriness is blown away like cobwebs. He exudes the aura of granite block or an anchor, abandoned by its ship and about to be overwhelmed by the ocean. No, sup? Shouldn't you bunker up? No, I'm sick of people asking. He juts his lower jaw. His VR goggles appear to be about to give up the ghost, but his feet are firmly planted. I'm not going anywhere. This is my boat and my barge and my techno palace. I'm staying. Maximum law don't rabbit. Yo, he is here to stay. Boom! He raises his clenched fist and then displays his fingers dramatically. You armed, Law? Ambrose wants to be sure you are if you're staying out here. What? No? I always just rely on the neighborhood for protection. Shit, I guess I can't rely on nothing now. Call Ermine Cafe and offer 500 million for a street sweeper. For that price, she'd bring it out to you through a nuclear bombardment. Here, this is Raquel. Ambrose sent it. Oh, thanks, Noel. Law takes the submachine gun reverently from you. You know how that works. I've seen it a lot of times in the Matrix games. Okay, hold it. Safety's here. This is the right fire selector. If it's a light round, but Ambrose only has BRFA trigger groups, so it's going to buck. Keep it on first. Wait, don't I? No, I guess you're right. Okay, burst only. Magazine release is here. When you insert a fresh magazine, pull the charging lever, like so, to chamber around. Law dutifully mimes the reloading sequence. Like this, and kathunk. Never put your finger on the trigger until you're ready to engage. Don't sweep the muzzle past anything you value. Keep it at the sky, at the ground, or at the target. Keep your finger off the trigger of the business end, point it someplace safe. Otherwise, just sling it around. Experienced people don't really need to use the safety. Just don't shoot anything by accident. That would be stupid. Never put your finger on the trigger until you're ready to engage. Don't sweep the muzzle past anything you value. Keep it at the sky, and at the ground, or at the target. Law sheepishly takes his finger off the trigger. Oh, okay, I got it. So more like in Cold Kill Warfighter than Wildfire Chronicles? Exactly. Shoot to kill, aim between bursts. So yeah, the whole Cold Kill series is pretty faithful about range procedure. If a bit starched, spool up the tutorial in those goggles of yours. Shoot at close range, center of the torso, two... That would work. Thanks, Noel. I mean, man, this is okay. This is serious. Law begins to casually drape Raquel over his chest, finger unconsciously back on the trigger, then pauses, removes his finger, and carefully slings the weapon. All right, I'm good. Anything I can help you out? Keep your head on a swivel. You too. Other people we need to protect. Can't we get in there? Reliable Matthew's out. Kindly Chang is probably not going to... Oh, they're barricaded. Okay, let's see if the Go players are over here. The Go players are not over here. Oh, wow, the typhoon's coming. Wonder if the Awakened Storm will help us fight a demon goddess thingy. Hey, Crafty, where's Elgernon? Hey there, still don't have any new information on the Alma Kings, or... Thanks, Crafty. Okay, see you around. You just don't have anything. Okay, cool. We've already been in there. Gotta go to the Cafe family. Or if that's a joke about coffee. Shin, do you have anything you need me to tell you? Nope, bye now. There, leave them behind. Club 88. Frederick isn't out. I just noticed that. Where's Frederick? Okay. We gotta get through this, whatever it is. Frederick looks desperate, intense, ready to erupt into violence at the slightest provocation. He turns away, resuming his vigilance. Callum. You need some drugs? Things are crazy outside our heads. Might as well be crazy inside your head as well. No thanks. Okay. World's going mad. I feel like my skull is coming apart. Anything we can actually do here to prevent anything bad going on? Or was maximum law the only thing? Ermine's eyes are bleary. Blood from a recent nosebleed speckles her upper lip. Noel, you need armor, ammunition, painkillers? Painkillers? Talk to Callum. Thanks, I'm good. Nothing to actually talk to you about, though. Okay, Okay. My willpower is up. Surviving psychic encounters with the Eldritch Abomination will do that to you. Either that or break it entirely. One of the two. I think it's time to head in. I don't think there's anything... I don't have any money I can do. So here we go. Isobel, stay with the group with the Triad soldiers. Gaichu, come with me. Going to need magic. Gobbet. Now, so it's between Ractor and Duncan. Duncan. You're about to enter the walled city. Continue. Confirm. Usually, what I was expecting was a massive payday for the Prosperity Tower run and time to buy last-minute stuff. They gave us the time to buy last-minute stuff, but no massive payday. So a little bit different. Oh, joyous title. City of Death. You can tell how long it took me to look at the screen there. The typhoon pours down as the Triad soldiers fan out in front of you, leading the way into Kowloon walled city. Raymond shuffles along, alert and intent. Although exhausted by all that has gone on, he drives himself forward and will not accept help from anyone. Wu watches the windows and rooftops, his rifle never leaving his shoulder. He occasionally risks a glance at his foster father, concern, frustration, and anger playing over his face like a slideshow. Walled City is worse than in your first visit. Even with the rain, you can feel something in the air. It's thicker now, and it clings to your skin like invisible filth. The miserable noises of slum life are gone, replaced by something worse, the sounds of death, the sounds of fear. As you round a corner, the group stops before heading in I have a feeling that a certain someone made a deal. Let's see, you have a Remington. I can't use that very well. I can't use any gun for very well. This worthless thing included. Okay, HE phosphorus grenade, Rinrak crew flashbang grenade. Not very good at throwing those either, so let's see what else we can do. You're getting one of these. Got it. Strip armor. Life siphon. That's an evil spell. I kind of like the armor though. Okay, be able to reinforce people. Oh. Oh, we're probably going to be using you, Mr. Mummy. Does somebody want to wear the Zero Armor Mage Arcane wear? I didn't think so. No wonder Opti died. Opti on a wall. Opti had no armor. I can't rhyme very well right now. Okay, I got about a minute left here, so I think it'll be best time to stop the video now and move on to the next one. See you in a moment.